Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Northern Ohio Golden Broncos Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 25. We have finally wrapped up all of the played games in this series, like fully from first quarter to the final quarter, playing every moment, playing every game. We won the championship. We are national champions for the first time in team history, which is super sick. So if you want to go back and watch how we did it, go back and watch the last episode. Today, we have the sad off season where we say goodbye to basically every single remaining original member of that very first team that we had when we first started this series all those months and months ago at the beginning of the college football cycle. So we will say goodbye to them. They're going to be graduating, hopefully getting chances to go to the NFL. I don't know if they actually will or not in the game, but in our hearts, in our minds, in our headcanon, we know that they will make their way to the NFL and actually have productive NFL careers. So we will go through the offseason today. We will get through all of that. And then in the next episode, we will start doing the exact same thing that we did with the Hawaii series, which is the full season up until whenever we finish the year, whether that's winning another championship or losing in the playoffs or not making it, whatever happens, we will play all of that and the offseason in one video to try to get through as many seasons as possible before College Football 26 comes out, which is right around the corner, by the way. It's like a week away at this point. So we might not get through that many seasons in this Golden Broncos series, but we're going to try to so we can say goodbye and see the careers grow of some of our younger players that we've recruited over the years, and we want to see how their careers pan out, how they finish up. So that's basically what's going to happen in the next video. In this video, it is the offseason. So if you go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club, get those tissues ready, because we could be saying goodbye to some very loved players in this career. We start the video at the end of season recap, right where we left off the last episode. Obviously, we are the champions of champions, beating Michigan State 42-40 in the Natty. Now, it wasn't necessarily as close as that says. It was a little bit crazy at the beginning of the game, I will admit, but then we started to pull away a little bit, and then we let them back in. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But we won the game, won the national championship for the first time in team history since becoming a program in 2024. We won the championship. We are on top of the world. And I think, have we taken a look at the All-Americans? I don't remember. We might as well just do it real quick. Jay-Sean Oliver gets first team All-American nationally. Second team is Eric James Jr. Freshman All-American is Akeem Wazarike. The first team Big Ten, Jay-Sean Oliver. Eric James Jr. Shocker. Second team, nobody. Freshman, Wazarike. So the same three guys make it each time. I really hope in 26 the All-American system is a little bit fixed because it's kind of sucky. So here we go. Did we take a look at the full season stats? I don't remember. Let's do it again real quick, just in case. 2,800 yards, 26 touchdowns, 16 interceptions for Nick Madden. To be fair, he wasn't supposed to be the starting quarterback this year. It was supposed to be Dave Grimes. That didn't end up working out. And Nick Madden stepped in, and he got us to a national championship. So, I mean, he did pretty well. Jay-Sean Oliver, 1,700 yards throughout the entirety of the season, playoffs included, obviously, and 18 touchdowns. Receiving, Sammy Allen Jr. at 672, 639 for Greenwell Jr. It's not really a throwing offense, so the numbers are going to be a little skewed. More of a run-first offense. Defensively, we have 82 tackles for Mason Curtis, 66 for Wazarike. No wonder he made the freshman All-Americans. 21 tackles for loss for Jeremiah Buckley. He's one of the seniors that's going to be gone. He's been here since the beginning. Jordan Allen, I mentioned this in the national championship video. He's not an original, but it feels like he is because he's been here since like after season number 1. I think he was one of the first guys we got in the transfer portal. So he's been here for a while. So it basically feels like he's been an original, even though he wasn't on the first ever team, the first season team. Buckley had 9 sacks. Stephylon Green had 3. He's also a transfer that's been here since the beginning. For a while at least. Darius Lockett did pretty well. Interception leader is Eric James Jr. with 7, T.T. Claiborne with 5, Kayvon Justice with 4, and a couple guys with 2. And we can take a quick look at career stats for some of that's coach stats. We could take a quick look at career stats to see the careers of some of our seniors, how many stats they put up. So we will go to the rushing numbers. Jayshon Oliver has 2,800 yards in his career, but obviously he's a junior redshirt, but he could be graduating. You never know. He could be going to the NFL early with 40 touchdowns. I doubt that he will, but you never know. Deuce Washington has been here since the very beginning. He's got 1,400 career yards and 6 touchdowns. Then you go to receiving numbers. Sammy Allen Jr., he had a really big shoes to fill when Amani Tolles left after year number 1, and I think he's come in and filled those shoes very well. 3,400 career yards, 34 touchdowns. Greg Mills is great, but he's only going to get better. Brendan Blankenship has been a great slot receiver. Love a little white guy as my slot receiver. He put up some good numbers, some pretty big catches too, and some big moments. Christopher Greenwell Jr. had some big catches. Z Smith is going to hopefully be around still. I wouldn't think he'd leave. Defensively, Eric James Jr. finishes with 14 career interceptions, 159 career tackles. Man, some of these guys, seeing them leave is very, very sad because they've been here so long. They've done so much. 74 tackles for loss in Jeremiah Buckley's career is pretty insane. Allen finishes with 39. Sack leader is Buckley. I mean, Buckley was just the best, man. He was so good. He definitely lived up to the potential and the hype that he had when he was coming in as a freshman. 20 sacks for Jordan Allen in his career. Stephylon Green has 18. All 3 of these guys leaving is very unnerving because they are the defensive line. This is what our defensive line has looked like for the past 3.5 years, probably 4 years maybe. So it's a little sad that they're going to be gone. Darius Lockett should stay around. I wouldn't think he's going to leave. And then Eric James Jr. leads the team with 14 career interceptions, 8 for T.T. Claiborne, 5 for Justice, 4 for Camde Carvalho. You love to see it. Is our senior? Do we have a senior kicker? No, we have a junior kicker and a junior punter, so we don't have to worry about that any longer. No punt return or kick return touchdowns in the career. And we have 1 punt return touchdown with T.T. Claiborne. I feel like I remember that. Maybe I don't. I don't know. And we can take a little bit of a look, a little peeskies at the Northern Ohio record books, career record books. We did take over Charlotte, so Charlotte's numbers are still in here. But hopefully some of our guys have passed. Deshaun Wheeler is the career passing yards leader with 8,000. That's not even a number. 8,900 is what I wanted to say. I guess 8,900 is what I was trying to say before. Sammy Allen Jr., the career receiving yard leader. 81 touchdowns in the career of Deshaun Wheeler. He was a great quarterback for us. Buckley has the career sack number at 36. Sammy Allen Jr. is the career touchdown number in 34. And Eric James Jr. has the career interception number in 14. So really all we need is a guy to catch 254 passes, which is a lot, and a guy to rush for over 4,000 yards, which if Jayshon Oliver comes back, he could get there, theoretically. It's a little bit more tricky to get him there, but he should be able to get there. How many does he have now? He needs to get 4,000. What's he have right now? He is at 2,800. Ooh. It might not happen for him unless he has like a 2,000 yard season. Is the only way that it probably would happen. Okay, so taking a look at all that stuff is done. Let's get through the off season and get the tissues ready because we're going to be saying goodbye to so many people. So many lifelong Golden Broncos. And here it is. They're not wasting any time. Players leaving. Oh, I don't want to see it. Oh, okay. Leon Jennings, who was a guy we brought in the recruiting last year, he wants to transfer for playing style. Can we get him back? Yes, Leon Jennings will return. I do see a first-round projection on Sammy Allen Jr. That's pretty sick. No quarterbacks leaving. Deuce Washington will graduate. Hate to see him go. He's been a great running back for us. Brendan Blankenship and Sammy Allen Jr. both leaving the school, but one of them leaving for the draft. Projected round 1 for Sammy Allen Jr. That's huge. Tight end, Cameron Hardesty. I remember you didn't really play too much. No left tackles. We lose Nick Brackett on the left guard. Zane Dean at center, 87 overall, graduating hurts. Julian Johnson Harris and DeJuan Holiday. I guess it could be DeJuan Holiday, but it's probably DeJuan Holiday. Both graduating at right tackle. Jordan Allen, sad to see you go. Leon Jennings coming back. William McSimmons and Stephylan Green both graduating. Jeremiah Buckley. I can't believe that Jeremiah Buckley wouldn't get a look in the draft. That seems a little crazy. You're going to tell me that Jeremiah Buckley, who's got 36 career sacks in his time here in Northern Ohio, is not going to get a look in the draft? I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? No outside linebackers, no middle linebackers, no right outside linebackers. We got a young core at linebacker. T.T. Claiborne, Albert McAfee, and Eric James Jr. all graduating. And Eric James Jr.'s got a projection of round 1 in the draft. Okay. Kendrick Stark graduated safety. No strong safeties, no kickers, no punters. So we have 2 potential draft picks. Plus, obviously, there could be somebody else that gets drafted that didn't have a projection, obviously. That's happened before. But 2 guaranteed to go. And we get the 5-star quarterback, Max Marcus. Now, he's not necessarily a guy that we needed. We only really went after him because he was the last 5-star left who hadn't chosen a team. So that will definitely help us get a top 5 recruiting class. Adding a final 5-star. Okay, so we do get some draft picks. Sammy Allen Jr. and Eric James Jr. both go in the first round. We get a 5th round pick in Zane Dean, a 6th round pick in Jordan Allen. That's pretty sick. And then a 7th round pick in T.T. Claiborne. Unfortunately, no Jeremiah Buckley, which seems a little insane to me that Jeremiah Buckley wouldn't get drafted. But maybe he'll go on to a team in undrafted free agency. But these are some pretty nice draft picks, especially 2 round 1 guys. I mean, that's going to do wonders for our pro potential. And now we get to the all-important off-season recruiting. We have such a good class. Such a good class. And now we will put Max Marcus up there at the top. What is his ranking? He's number 11. So he goes right there. I know it's hard to see with the gold background, but that makes us, as of right now, the 2nd class in the nation before we even get to the transfer portal, with 8 5-stars and 9 4-stars. That's pretty awesome. The transfer portal, though, does it have anybody interested in come and play for us? No, it doesn't. There's a quarterback here, Jeff Odrick, transferring from Kentucky. We're not really interested in a quarterback. There's a wide receiver, Enrique Levine from South Carolina. I would definitely be interested in a 6'4" physical wide receiver. So we'll target him. Who else? We got a corner, Raheem Long Jr. from Indiana. Definitely take a little peek skis at him. Outside linebacker. Ooh, he's a true freshman, or he's a transfer freshman. That always is pretty nice. I really hope that in College Football 26, the transfer portal is a little bit better, where we can actually attempt to go after some people and not just have the entire board not interested in coming here. Is that Matt Hasselbeck's kid, Henry Hasselbeck? I think that's Matt Hasselbeck's kid. Or Tim Hasselbeck, either one of the Hasselbeck. I don't know which one it is. All right, that's probably enough transfer players. We're not going to get anybody else, I don't think. The recruiting board, we have so many hours to work with. We've got these transfer guys that we're going after, and then we've got the final few freshmen that we're going after. We don't necessarily need Zay Rabe anymore because we got the 5-star quarterback, but I'm still going to go after him because it helps the class. And maybe, 6'4", 207, he could probably play a little running back, a little wide receiver. I don't know. He could probably play something. Let's take a look at these transfers, though. How good is Enrique Levine? Oh, he's got 97 speed. Oh, give me him. Give me him right now. I will throw the entire house at him. I'll throw the state of Ohio at him to get him to play for a season. 6'4" at 97 speed is unreal. What about Raheem Long? Please have some good speed as well. 93 speed, 6-foot corner, not too shabby. He is going to come in as a senior, but hey, I'll take it. I will take it, especially because we're losing a few corners to the graduation. Steve Cantu, ooh, he looks like he's got really good potential. He's only a freshman right now, so he's going to have a sophomore year and a junior year at the very least. Maybe even a senior year to really develop. Sean Martin is a free safety. What's he looking like? 88 speed, not amazing for me. I usually like to go for guys that are in the 90 speed range, but he should have a little bit of a place here. We will go full in on them, and then we will go full in on all of these freshmen as well, because we might have an opportunity to push this to the number 1 class in the country if we're able to get all these guys, because we're already number 2, and we have 8 5-stars. So if we can just add these extra 4 and 3 stars, that would definitely guarantee us a spot at number 1 in the rankings. Because Miami don't know it hit them. So we're going to go offer everybody here. Make sure they all commit to the program. Do I offer visits now? I don't know. I think I'm going to wait a week on visits. I think that's going to be all that we go to. I don't think I'm going to spend the rest of those points. We don't really need to. We already got a crazy big class. How many people are on our board right now? 25. Yeah, we don't necessarily need that many people. So we're going to stick with what we got. We're going to move to the next week, week number 2 of recruiting. We might just get some people right out the gates. Nobody commits just yet. Nobody's committed just yet. That's okay. What'd that say? I think talent developer. Yeah, talent developer has been unlocked. Good for Coach Dickie Guyton. What are we working with here? What are we working with? We're in first place for a bunch of these guys. We're looking pretty good. So some teams have offered visits now. Now we'll go with our visits. Week 2, championship contender for Rabe or Raby. We'll do week 2 for Mike Peters, conference prestige. Adrian Vela, we'll do week 3. Yeah, we'll do week 3 for him. It doesn't really matter. We'll do coach prestige for you. Amari Buscelli, we can do week 3 on him as well. They might just commit without even the visits. Who knows? We'll do proximity to home for him. But these transfers we're probably going to get in the door right away. He likes playing style and proximity to home. We'll do playing style for Brahim Long. We will do... What do you like? We don't really necessarily know. He likes coach prestige. Good thing we have good coach prestige. So we'll send him in. What about Steve Cantu? We'll get him on a week 3 championship contender. And then Sean Martin likes playing style. So we'll get him on a week 3 for playing style. Boom. Everybody's been offered visits or scheduled visits. We'll see what we can do. If we can pull these guys in, that'd be pretty nice if we could. Nobody's committed just yet. We're still in some battles. That's okay. How's it looking? How's it looking? Oh, we did get some people. Okay. So we get Mike Peters, Adrian Vela, and Mari Buscelli. Nice. So those are some of the freshmen we were going after that commit to the school. We're still going after some of these transfers. Ooh, Steve Cantu we've actually dropped on, and same thing with Sean Martin, but we're looking pretty good on all these guys. I might have to switch to... Yeah, I'm probably going to have to switch to a hard sell on all these guys to get them to commit to the program. All right, so let's go up here. Hard sell. What's the one that they like? It's going to be this one. We have all A's there, so that's beautiful. We'll toss a little 25 in on him to get back up to 65. Enrique Levine. We'll take away all your hours here. There we go. And then we will hard sell for you. What do you like? He likes probably this one, prestigious. So let's go with that. And then we'll give him back the 25. All right. This should secure us all of these transfer commits. And that's what? 5 extra 4-stars that we're going after? That's definitely going to get us the guaranteed number 1 class in the country. Screw Miami. Ooh, it might be this one, actually. There's got to be another one, though. Okay, no, it's this one. It's time to get to work. Awesome. So we'll do that. Schedule that. We definitely need to hard sell Steve Cantu because he is going to Ohio State or Michigan, unfortunately. So let's change your recruiting. We'll go to a hard sell. And it's probably going to be this one. Yeah, this one. Sunday bound. And then we'll toss the 25 in on him. And then we'll take out Sean Martin. Once we hard sell all these guys, that should get everybody to commit. Because we have pretty good grades. So our hard sells should work pretty well. Should we do that one? Either way, it's going to be 2... It's going to be 2 A's and a B+, which I guess is fine. That might not work super well for Sean Martin. He might just want to go to Duke, I guess. But okay, so we've offered the hard sell on all of those extra portal guys. And we'll see what they choose to do. Zay Rabe, or Rabe? I don't know. I'm going to say Rabe. 4-star quarterback commits. Enrique Levine, the 97 speed, 6'4 wide receiver. Brahim Long commits. Steve Cantu, that was a worry one. I didn't think we were going to get him. And Sean Martin. We get everybody. A very successful recruiting class for the Golden Broncos. We outpaced everybody. We get everybody we wanted. And now we finish with the 25 people in our class, and that is pretty much a guarantee that we're going to be the number one class in the country. Nobody's going to pass 8 5 stars. The 14 4 stars are huge. We have a great class, an absolutely beautiful class. We'll take a look at the final National Signing Day and 1900 XP. That's pretty good. We'll take a look at the final signing day, see what any of the dev traits are. I'll go through everybody since it's been a long time since we looked at the other guys. So Adrian Price, 5-star corner, elite dev. Star dev for Braden Leike. Impact for Walt Ogletree. Elite dev for Sammy Bulaga. Star dev for Max Marcus, which is something we didn't know. So that's pretty awesome. Lamar Choice has star. So does Malu Bodie. George Belote. Impact. Star for Jawan Ellington. Impact for Demetrius Atwell. Star for Manny Sharp. Impact for Justin Moffitt. Cam Akers. Corey Akers. Impact. Same thing with Vernon Smith. Normal for Benjamin Hay. And for Henry Raymond. Impact for Joe Worthy. Normal for Mike Peters. Impact for Adrian Vela. Normal for Amari Bushelli. Impact for Zay Rabe. Enrique Levine has impact. Impact for Brahim Long. Star for Steve Cantu. And normal for Sean Martin. And we finish with the number one class in the entire nation, the Golden Broncos of Northern Ohio. Beautiful. Prestigious. We'll spend these skill points, I guess. Might as well. Although maybe we should save. We should probably save for Elite Recruiter, shouldn't we? Let's buy one to finish out Motivator, which gets us 2 Motivator, which might be pretty sick, actually. It might be coming in clutch. And then we'll save the rest for buying... what's this? Oh, it's just telling us that we have Elite Recruiter unlocked because we've had 2 top 5 classes. Well, that's pretty big. But now we get to position changes. Who needs new positions? So we got Justin Moffitt. He is a pass rusher. I think that's what he's going to stay. He's going to stay a defensive end. So we'll move him there. We've got Demetrius Atwell, who is a power back, but he's also a better linebacker. He's a better linebacker than he is a running back. Maybe he's a little Steel Chambers? Steel Chambers action? I respect it. I think we're going to make him a linebacker. Let's make him an outside linebacker who can also come in and play a little running back if he needs to. And then who's our final guy that we have as an athlete? It is Jawan Ellington, who's a quarterback. 6'5", 192. That's not necessarily a running back. I don't really feel comfortable having him play running back. Tight end is not a bad shout. How good is he? He's got 91 speed, 95 excel, 93 agility. He'd be a free quarterback. He's got 87 spec catch, which is kind of crazy. His jumping's 89. His throw power is 90. His accuracies are all very good as a freshman. This would be a really fun player to have if we were going to play more years. Like actually play all the games. Because we could find some packages where we could get him in as a quarterback as not a quarterback. Maybe some trick plays or something. I'm going to make him a tight end, though. I think that could work out pretty well for him. 6'5" is pretty decent. I know 192 is pretty small, but I like it. So Dave Grimes right now is the number one quarterback on the roster, but that's before training results, which might move Nick Madden ahead of him. Max Marcus comes in immediately as the third best quarterback overall-wise. He can't play anything else. He's only a quarterback. What about Cornell Peppers? He could move to running back. What about Dave Grimes? He could also move to running back, but 80 speed at running back, I don't like. I don't like that at running back. We need to have some speed, which we have Rashad Sermons as well. What about any of these other guys? Santiago Lima can play a little running back, can play some tight end, some wide receiver, some slot corner would be kind of cool. I might move him to corner, actually. You know what? Let's do that. Santiago Lima, you're going to be a corner now. Might as well. We have too many quarterbacks. Terrell Montague can't play anything other than quarterback. And then we've got the new guy, Rabe, who is just a quarterback running back. Oh, that's Dave Grimes. That's not who I wanted. I wanted you, who is just a quarterback. Okay, so a lot of these guys we're recruiting are just quarterbacks. These 3 at least. Oh, I guess Peppers could be a running back. With 90 speed wouldn't be bad. That's like our second fastest guy. Third fastest guy. Um, I really wish Dave Grimes could play something else. He can play running back, but he's got 84 speed. I don't like that. He can't play anything else. What about Nick Madden, I guess? He can play running. He's an 83 overall running back. Really? Do we turn Nick Madden into a running back? That feels a little weird. He'd be the third highest overall running back on the team, which is kind of crazy. Although that's before training, obviously. We don't know what Sermon's going to go, if he goes up at all. I don't know. I don't think I can do that to Nick Madden. I don't think I can make him a running back. I wish that Dave Grimes' throwing motion felt better. It just felt so slow. I think I'm going to keep the way that it is. And then at wide receiver, Enrique Levine's an 85 out the gates. Oh my God. Okay. So he comes in as 85 as a senior. So he's going to have a pretty big impact in his 1 year here. Z Smith, 82 overall. Greenwell. Emeka Kwangwu is actually going to get some minutes now, or some reps now. Can any of these other guys... Bryce O'Connor needs to go up, I wish. Baraka, can you play anything else? Oh, he can actually play a little quarterback. That's kind of cool. He can play some running back. 77 overall running back. What's his speed? He's 86 speed. Nick Alfonso, what can you play? Okay, Nick Alfonso. 6'4", 192, though. I don't like 6'4" running backs. Kind of feel a little weird to me. What about Jeremiah? Oh, Jeremiah Melvin, 6'5". Do we have any small? I mean, Bryce O'Connor was the former #1 player in the country. 5'7", 183. I think I'm going to make him a running back. He's just not going to get on the field as a wide receiver, which kind of sucks because he was #1 player in the country a couple years ago. But 96 speed at running back could play. That's for sure. We'll see what happens in training. This wide receiver room looks legit. I will say that much. Jeremiah Melvin, can you play tight end? He can. He can also be an 86 overall running back. At 6'5"? Really? Running back's not supposed to be that tall. I'm going to make him a tight end. Because he's probably not going to get on the field much as a wide receiver. But tight end, he's got a good shot. 88 speed at tight end's going to play. That's for sure. All right. I like all that. I like the wide receiver room. We've got some freaks at wide receiver. We are going to... probably... Ooh, we need to move some... Oh, we don't have any guards. Wait, do we? Oh, we do. Oh, we have too many guards. I thought it didn't load for a second. We need to move some of these guys to left guard, so let's do that right now. Because we are very thin at left guard, so... we need to move some of you over to left guard, please. We'll move this guy over as well, the guy. Mike Peters. Okay, so that at least divvies up the guard spots. Now we have some depth there. We should probably move somebody to center as well. We need some left tackles. Ugh. All right, one of you is going to have to move to right tackle. You're going to move to right tackle. Okay, there we go. We probably need somebody. We don't need any more centers. We have 2. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so defensive end. We have a lot of right ends. Can any of these guys play anywhere else? Not really. At least not Bushelli. What about Benjamin Hay? He can play D tackle. 6'4", 268. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. A little thin for D tackle, but at college doesn't necessarily matter as much as long as you got the skills. What about Bo Keaton? I've always envisioned him being an outside linebacker, and maybe this is our time to actually make that happen. What kind of speed is he rocking? He's got 84 speed, 85 acceleration. That could play. It's a little faster than the guys we have right now, but we're kind of log jammed at linebacker, so maybe it's not even worth it because he's already log jammed here. We might as well just keep him there. And then we've got D tackle. We're looking pretty good there. And then outside linebacker, we got Michael Gilly. We got Steve Cantu coming in. I like all this. Middle linebacker, Mason Curtis and Quentin Luther. 2 studs. Walt Ogletree immediately comes in as a great player. And then right outside linebacker, we got some good players there as well. Corner, we're looking good. We've got Santiago Lima now at corner instead of quarterback, which is pretty cool. We've got some good speed. 2 corners with 98 speed. David Blanco and Andre Price. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. And they're both 6'1". That's gonna really help us out. Really, really help us out. Then we got Kenya Sasser. We're looking good at corner. At free safety, we're looking good. De Carvalho still here. Yeah, we got some good safeties. Awazarike coming off of a good season. We're good there. Kicker, we've got George Gore. We've got Joey Kenton. We are looking pretty darn sick. I think that's going to be all the position changes we make, and we will move to the next week, which I think is training results, but I'm not sure. There might be something before that, actually. And we got 55. So switching to motivator at the last second was really big because we just got 55 skill points from training, and we will use that to buy elite recruiter and then go into it, I guess. We don't necessarily need quarterback, but we will spend a few to get into the elite recruiter side of things. That went by pretty quickly, though. All 55 of those points, or whatever we had, 40 points, whatever it was. Okay, so what kind of upgrades do we get to see? So Nick Madden has passed Dave Grimes in the overall side of things. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Running back wise, Bryce O'Connor. Oh my God. What is your dev trait? Oh, he's got elite dev. No wonder. No wonder he shot up like a rocket. Oh my God. Sermon's had a great training as well. But Bryce O'Connor was like an 80-something overall when we moved him over here. He goes up to an 89? Oh my God, that was a galaxy brain type of move to move this man to running back. That's crazy. At wide receiver, we get Blassingame. George Blassingame. Wow. He goes up to an 89 overall. Nick Alfonso has good training. Oh man, we are loaded for next year. Greg Mills goes up to an 88. We are absolutely loaded for this next season. On offense, at least. The defense might be a different story. Storm Kafka. I remember recruiting him. And Eric Kenyon looks pretty good as well. We'll figure it out at defensive end. Darius Lockett's good. Michael Gillies, 86. 88 for Quentin Luther. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Love Quentin Luther. Such a stud. Antoine Sparks, 85. Byron Worrell, also 85. Then David Blanco is an 87. Oh my God. An 87 for David Blanco. Justice, 85. 85 for Sasser. Santiago Lima's a 79 still. I was hoping he'd go up even more. That'd be kind of crazy. Free safety, De Carvalho, 87. 84 for Alex Forrest. Oh, man. We are loaded this year. Absolutely loaded. I love this team, man. This team's going to go crazy next year. We're definitely going to be switching playbooks so we can simulate very well. Because this team deserves to simulate well. So we've got encouraged transfers. Do we have too many people on roster? We do. We have 93 instead of 85. So we're going to have to cut some dead weight. And it might be one of these quarterbacks. Terrell Montague, you're a scrambling quarterback with 82 speed. That is diabolically bad. You're going to get cut. Then at running back, we should probably cut Terrence John because he wants to transfer anyway, and he's not necessarily that good. We have Sermons, who's young. We have Bryce O'Connor now, who's young. We're in a decent spot. I'll save him until possibly later. Wide receiver, I don't think we need to cut any of these guys, do we? We're not cutting Emeka because he's our two-way guy. Baraka, Z Smith's not getting cut. Neither is Greenwell. I guess Baraka would be the only one that I would consider cutting, but I'm not gonna. Tight end, I can cut some of this dead weight. Bradley Hatcher, get out of here. 6'7", waste of space. That's all the tight ends we cut. Left tackle, left guard. I'd rather not cut any of the guard or the offensive linemen. We could probably cut Timote Good or Timothy Good. I don't know how to say his name, honestly. Because we have two freshmen that are better than him. At least they statistically are look like they're going to be better than him. So I think Good is going to be gone. 5 more guys that need to get cut. LaMichael Hurley probably gets cut. No hard feelings, but bye-bye. Then we go to linebacker Ezekiel Yeast or Rashard Ivy. Probably Yeast. We'll get him out of here. He's gone. Bye-bye. 88 people left. Caleb Howden. Raheem Lucier probably is the one who gets the odd man out, who gets cut. And then we've got Nathan Putzier, who has got 90 speed. I didn't see that for a second. 90 speed could work. That could play. Stan McGarity. But a 69 overall, we could probably find another linebacker with 90 speed. It's probably not the end of the world. At corner, it probably makes the most sense to cut Santiago Lima, but it's too funny of a storyline to keep him here, or to cut him. So I'm gonna keep him around. Al Friend is too speedy to cut. Same thing with Juwan Malden. I don't want to cut any of these guys. Maybe Antonio Soto. I can't cut Max Fredericks at 98 speed. Are you kidding me? And Awazarike just had such a good season. I might cut Antonio Soto. I know that seems a little crazy, but I think I'm going to cut Antonio Soto. That leaves us with one guy left. Do we cut the corner, Santiago Lima? Do we cut Nathan Putzier, who really should be the obvious choice to cut, but that 90 speed is too enticing. I don't know if I can let go of 90 speed at linebacker. Or do we cut Terrence John, who already is in talks to transfer? He's not happy with the playing style. So he's already in talks of transferring. So maybe it just makes the most sense to cut him out the gates already. We have two young running backs in Bryce O'Connor and Rashard Sermons, and we can always find another one. I think I'm going to cut Terrence John. You want to transfer anyway? Well, here's your chance. Custom conferences, I think I'm going to leave the same. We've already moved to the Big Ten. There's not really any other movement that we need to make. So we're going to stay the way that it is. I honestly should move Oregon out of the Big Ten. That would do me some favors. That would do me some favors. And we will move on to, I think, the preseason, right? Are we ready to go for the preseason? Yes, to set up the recruiting board custom schedule. Okay, so who are we going to schedule this year? We got Utah, then Maryland. We have to have the App State game because there are rivals. And then we got Rutgers, Michigan. Okay, so big time. No Ohio State, though. They never want us to play Ohio State. It's kind of weird. Next year in 26, they are protected rivalries, so we'll use that to give ourselves a guaranteed rivalry game every year. But we've got some big-time recruiting visits. 10, 12, and 13 are all home games. Same thing with Week 5 against Rutgers and Week 6 against Michigan. It looks like we don't have to go on the road against any of the tough teams. We have Indiana. Wisconsin's kind of crazy sometimes. USC and UCLA could be a little tricky. I like that they put those together because that's how it would work in real life. I think the schedule's honestly fine. I don't think we need to change any of it. Maybe we give ourselves a little bit of an easy game against week number 1. So we simulate a little bit better. That could benefit us a little bit, I guess. If we give ourselves a little bit easier game instead of Utah. I'd like to simulate a little bit easier, a little bit better this year. So let's give ourselves not somebody too easy. We could go against Miami. Let's schedule... Let's schedule Tulane. They're a ranked team, and they're 3.5 stars. We'll schedule them instead of Utah. So we still get a ranked team in there. Just a little bit less of a challenge, hopefully. But I'm fine with that schedule. There's not really much we can change, honestly. And then we set up the recruiting board. We've got 1,125 hours, which is pretty crazy. We're going to be in the play for a lot of the top players, including wide receiver. Always going to look at quarterback. Definitely going to look at athletes as well. We need to go after some running backs. I know it doesn't say that we need running. Actually, it might say there's just not any at the top. But we need to go after wide receiver. We need to go after offensive line, defensive line, corners. Definitely some running backs in there as well. They want us to go after some safeties. Definitely need running back, tackles, corners. I'm always going to look at quarterback unless they're field general. They want us to look at the tight end. I don't mind that. I'll put these guys on there. Then we'll go down to the 4 stars. We'll put a couple D tackles on the board, some guards, some linebackers. What's happened? Okay, there we go. Some defensive ends, some more linebackers, some more guards. Perfect. We got a loaded class, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go through and I'm going to scout all these guys. I'm going to offer scholarships to everybody, and I'll let you know if I find anybody of note. All right, so I have done all of the due diligence. I have scouted every single player on the 35 people on the board. I have offered everybody a scholarship as well, and in my travels, I have found a few guys that are kind of interesting. One being, is it this? It's one of the running backs. Let me take a look. Is it this guy or is it this guy? I think it might be both of them, actually. They're both kind of interesting. This guy's obviously a gem, so he looks pretty good. But you've got Damian Moffitt, who's got 91 speed, 91 excel. He's also got armbar. He's got 88 trucking. He looks like he's a speed and power back. So he looks pretty crazy. Quincy Afau has platinum armbar. And he looks about as good as the other dude, just with platinum armbar. So all three of these running backs honestly look amazing. They're all power backs with 91 speed. So we might get a pretty decent running back. At wide receiver, there was one that I was excited to show you. I think it's Joey Volk. 99 speed. I finally found a guy in the recruiting class that has 99 speed. His release is 80. He's 6'1". We are definitely going after him. Eric Emery, I think, was also pretty decent. 93 speed. Yeah, he's 6'4". He's pretty good. All these wide receivers, this recruiting class in general looks pretty decent. There was a defensive end that I wanted to show you. I can't remember who it was, though. Was it you? You look pretty good. It might have been Joe Hollis. Yes, it was Joe Hollis. 85 tackling, 85 block shed, 85 strength, 81 play rec, 83 pursuit, 85 hit power. He looks like a monster. Was there anybody on the other side of the linebacker? I think it was all the linebackers, or the defensive ends. He looks like a beast. This guy looks pretty good as well. Armand Choate. But Joe Hollis looks like a menace to society. 87 speed Stephen Hamels looks pretty good. This recruiting class has some really good players in it. It's just a little unfortunate that we're not going to ever see these guys actually making a huge impact because we're not as attached to them, obviously. But there's some good players in this class. Some very, very good players. I should probably, now that I think about it, I should probably add a kicker in here, but we can get one later if we need to. But there's some good players in that class. I'm very excited about that, and I hope we can come away with some good players. Aaron Nolan, Heisman preseason possibility, still in Ohio State, actually. Good for him. All right, are we ready? We don't have a game in week number 1, but we can do some recruiting. 900 hours is beautiful. Obviously, we're going to go after the number 1 player. We always go, no matter what position he plays, I always go after the number 1 player in the country. So we will throw the house at him and see if we can get in the race for him. That's how we ended up with Bryce O'Connor. But I definitely want to throw my hat in the ring for really all of these running backs, but definitely Quincy Afau with that platinum armbar is just insane. So definitely want to get in on him, and I probably want to get on Damian Moffitt as well. He's 6'2", 231 with all the same stuff, just doesn't have the platinum armbar. He's got regular armbar. George DeLuca is good, and he's also a gem, but I think these guys might be a little bit better. And we'll come back to DeLuca if we have the hours. Definitely want to go in on Joey Volk. That 99 speed's crazy. So definitely want to go on him. I'd like the other guys. Eric Emery, we're at the top of his board, so we might as well toss all the hours on him. If we're starting out as a top of the list on him. Dylan Azuma, it said we needed tight end, so we might as well go in on him. Okay, so we'll put all 65 on him. We will go to... we're locked out on a few people. Interesting. We will go in on Joe Hollis, because he was a monster. Definitely want to go all in on him. And then the tackle, we can't go in on Nathan Gentry, but we could possibly go in on one of these guys. Are they any better? 88 finesse moves is kind of crazy for Brenton Hardrick. So let's put, we can put 75 on you. I like the way that sounds. Outside linebacker, Julius Flavors. This guy, Stephen Hamill's got 87 speed. I'd rather go in on him. even though the name Julius Flavors is pretty sick. Mac Wolfert, 86 speed at linebacker, like that. We'll definitely take a little peek at him. Toss some hours on him. Corner, we probably should go in on both of these corners. Probably should go in on both the corners. Then we need to spend a few hours on offensive line. So we should probably go there and get some, because we need like tackle, I think. So let's go to tackle. And Akeem Duck, I mean, that's a great name. We'll go in on you. And then we will go in on, we've got all right tackles here, but obviously we can move them to left tackle if we need to. This guy's got strong, platinum strong grip, which is kind of insane. That's not the one I wanted to do. We'll do that. All right, so that is all the hours, the 900 hours we spent, or that we had. We spent it all. We've got some good hopes on some big-time players. I just hope that we can get the 2 running backs, because those guys look like absolute monsters. And the 99 speed wide receiver, obviously. I'm super interested in getting. Let's move Joe Hollis. Joe Hollis also looks pretty good. So hopefully he wants to come play for the national champions. I mean, why wouldn't you want to come play for the national champion? I mean, what are we talking about here? Who doesn't want to come play for a natty? We'll move all these guys up. And then we will simulate the week to get ready for next episode when we simulate the whole season. Probably didn't need to go 65 on the tight end, but it's whatever. There's Hardrick. We're locked out on this guy. Dylan Chastain. Wonder if he's related to Ross. Stephen Hamels is up there now. We'll take off DeAndre Wilder. Okay, so we've got our board ready to go. We've got all the guys that we're interested in at the top. We will simulate to week number 1. Get ready for next episode. And also, before we go, change our playbook so we don't forget. Do we just go to Oregon? That's what we did with Hawaii. And it worked out pretty well because we won the national championship with Hawaii. So that might be the thing to do. All right, we're looking... Oh, we're getting in the race for a lot of these guys. USF is really making it difficult to win some of these matchups, it looks like. Did we get locked out of it? Yeah, we got locked out of a lot of different... George DeLuca locked us out. A bunch of 5-stars want to go to Oregon. Shocker. It's a day that ends in Y, so that means everybody wants to go play for Oregon. How do they even have the roster space? The world may never know. I don't know, but we're still in good position, obviously, to get all these guys. We'll figure all that in the next episode, but let's change our playbooks. It worked out for us going to the Oregon playbook in the Hawaii system, or in the Hawaii series, so maybe that's what we do for this one as well. Just go to Oregon. We know it works. It's pretty legit in simulation. So we'll do all that. I will get the depth chart all figured out and the red shirts all situated before next episode where we take on the entire season as the defending national champions. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.